I look so crispy, but it is really. At least I put a little lip gloss on, y'all. Y'all should have seen how I was looking before. The lip gloss can change the whole vibe of the look. I mean, so let's get into this little collective surrender to the divine with the full moon. And I'm gonna be real, I've been catching a lot like some of y'all do not want to accept the messages because as a reader, when I get repeat, hold on, y'all. Oh shit. When I get repeat messages, it's like you're not like the same shit coming out because you still dismissing it. Like I ain't even kept when I started dismissing spirit, my life started getting very hectic, very stressful, very I was in distress. And spirit was like, are you gonna do what I told you to do or are you gonna continue to do what you wanna do? Because you don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting. Adjustments are required with the third quarter moon. So yeah, spirit is waiting on you to do what you need to do. Some of y'all are expecting a blessing, and spirit was like, spirit sitting up here like, but I'm expecting obedience. We got personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. One more card, and then we're gonna get into the tarot. We got a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So that's June, and it is also October. And then we got conclusions are within reach, full moon and eclipse. We got Ace of Cups here. So some of you guys, Spirit been telling you to offer something. What is that? I don't know. This a lot of this is going to be between you and Spirit because I'm using the Moonology deck, and a lot of things dealing with the moon it takes time, and a lot of times people don't realize um the moon is the same thing as the sun. You know how we be having eclipses. You know how we be having periods. Like we finna go into a summer solstice. Like back in the day, those things actually mattered. We be focusing on holidays, specific days of the year that we get work off or we get, time and a half off. But it was a time of life where we was like certain periods meant higher vibration. Certain periods meant you need to be more so prayerful because the energy is lower. So spirit is really trying to get you to stop dragging your feet when it comes to certain things because spirit is asking you to move in a way that you are in. I don't want to say strive because it sounds too much like striving. And spirit always say you're not supposed to strive for nothing. Scissor, and I know Scissor ain't no prophet, but Scissor said, the fountain of youth is in the present, and it's very true. So spirit is trying to get you on track with where your blessing is going and where how your blessing is, flowing. Because a lot of times we'll be out of flow with our blessing. We can't be out of flow with our blessing when we want to be in our winning season all the time. So a win-win outcome is forecast. It was a point in time where I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, and I was just like, I don't have nothing to do at this time. Spirit they had stuff for me to do. I just didn't know what it was. I had to get my ass up to even get to it. So some of y'all, like whatever you're asking for, whatever blessing you want, Spirit be trying to tell you, but you don't be trying to listen. Spirit might be telling you to make a post about your business and you don't make no post. Spirit could be telling you to stop mixing your personal life and your business together. Baby, let me tell y'all something. This sister mystic stuff started going up when I distinguished Sister Mystic from Key. Sister Mystic from who I really was. It has to be a distinct separation so people don't get your personal opinions mixed up with your business opinions. So some of y'all need to figure out what you want and what kind of person or what kind of mindset it takes to get there. So some of y'all, this is business mindset. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Just give me my eye, my bang. All right, hold on. We got one time to jump. We got the moon. It's a lot of stuff that either you're being delusional about, or it's a lot of stuff that you then got took away that's haunting you. So, baby, because this mister don't know what's haunting you. I don't know. Baby, I said I'm sorry, mama. No, 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 no. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. That's trying to be in their mindset of I didn't mean to make you feel some type of way, but I just got to express myself in a way that is releasing to me. So some of y'all gotta release some shit. Some of y'all, it's some people that's doing you bad right now in your face. It's some people that's not, contributing to your business the way you want them to contribute to your business right now. And you're not saying nothing. And it's gonna come a point in time where it's gonna come out. We got the full card here. You got a lot of major arcana. You got a lot of seriousness happening for you right now, collective. So I'm not saying to be serious, but I am saying to take what's being thrown at you seriously. We got cancer coming out here a lot. It's a lot dealing with cancer energy. We are going into cancer energy. You guys could be cancer. If your situation deals with a cancer, tread very, very lightly because this is a situation that it seems like it's a win-win outcome for the cancer more so than you, especially if you are in the wrong. So that's why I'm saying very tread very lightly when dealing with the cancer in this time because the angels are out right now. They moving. Hold on. Oh shucks. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this card in a second. Okay, so yeah, your ancestors, your angels, whoever be helping you. You see that? You see them at the bottom? They out and about. They not playing about you right now. They not playing about you, Cancer. They not playing about a Cancer. What fell on the ground was the Apprentice of Cups. They not playing about no Cancers at this time. No Cancers will be left out or played about. We got the Magician at this time. Whatever a Cancer is praying about at this time, they getting. We got the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I think what's happening is a lot of people be, and I'm a Cancer, so I don't want to be so biased, but it's coming out that it's been people that been taking too much shit. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio people take a lot of shit. They will not say nothing. They'll just continue going on about their business and be hurt as hell about shit. I know because my mother is a Scorpio. I got three Scorpio brothers. I ain't never dealt with a Pisces for real, but I have. And same shit. They will sit up here and play in your face, play in your face, play in your face, but not necessarily playing in your face, more so keeping the peace. But at the same time, be like, I know how, I'm playing because I know how you coming, but I'm trying to not, make you feel like I'm being an attacker. So I'm getting this vibe like y'all are not even going. It's gonna be a vibe like you're not gonna even have to attack nobody at this time. You people are going to be isolated on their own, like on their own, like they don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing. Their own demons is going to isolate them. Their own demons is going to like you're gonna upset them and make them act out of character, and it's going to show their own. It's going to show who they are, and people are not going to fool with them, thus isolating them. You got the Nine of Swords. You're not going to in reverse it. You're not going to be in anxiety. Other people are going to be in anxiety. People that other people view as being very confident. Once you get into the picture, once you enter the chat, they're not gonna be confident anymore. All of a sudden, it's gonna be like, why so and so acting so funny? You got them feeling some type of way. Period. Point blank. We got the four of swords here in reverse. So it was some people that was sleeping on you. They're not gonna be able to sleep on you no more because you didn't put a lot of hard work in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here. And if you're dealing with somebody and you're trying to come back in, and I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're not a Cancer here, or you're trying to come back into towards a Cancer, that's gonna be a no. And a Scorpio too, that's gonna be a no. Because this Cancer part, Pisces Scorpio person is definitely in a transitional period spiritually. I definitely see that with the moon. This is not something that they're doing on their own. This is something that the Holy Spirit is initiating them into. You're not gonna be able to play games with a Cancer at this time, Pisces at this time, a Scorpio at this time. All the water signs are literally tapped in, no cap, no pun intended, tapped in emotion flowing. This is the time where you can either you can relax in water or you can drown in water. And this is a period where it's gonna be cutthroat, especially with the forecast being Libra. So somebody walking in a true energy here. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is a baby mom, baby daddy situation. You better come with the money on and don't be playing. Be consistent with the money. Because I'm seeing that the Cancer, that's all they worried about. The Pisces, Scorpio, that's all they worried about. Water sign. And even if you're not a water sign, but you got these placements, I definitely see that that's what you're worried about. You're worried about the money. You're not worried about no emotion. You're not worried about what could have been. You worried about what is. And right now, bills is due. Bills is due. You got goals you need to accomplish. Somebody in school here. Somebody trying to finish up school. Somebody, they putting kids through school. So at the end of the day, it's like I don't have time to be playing. We got the 501. That's all somebody wants to do is play games, put you in a third party, have people competing against them. That's not something that you're willing to do. That's not something that you're about at this time. And I feel like collectively we're done with the bullshit. Water signs, anybody that has water places, anybody that's connected to their emotions and spirit, we're tired of the fuckery. I'm just gonna call it what it is, it's fuckery. Because you're dealing with people who would rather leap around, hop around. Some of y'all, if you are dealing with somebody that's like that, it's like I said, it's time for you to surrender them to the Lord. Let them know that this is all you can't do too much else for them. Cause shit, they can't do nothing for you. And not that you looking for a handout, it's just that it's bringing your energy down. It's weighing your energy down. Like if you think about it, when the moon called the tide back in, when the moon called the tide towards them, any type of octopus, shark, anybody, anything that don't get with the flow get left behind. That's why you be having whales left on shore. That's why you be having different animals left on shore because you ignored the signs, you ignored the flow. You know what I'm saying? You think you bigger than the program. You got to realize God is the program. He's the programmer. So we have to go along with what He's saying doing. If like I'm tell y'all this right here, before it was tarot for me, I used to always get the little magazines and stuff, and I would be looking at my zodiac just because I never related to nobody, and it'll be if your birthday, and I just be looking at them. That's what it was before, and they was just accurate for me. A lot of shit was just accurate for me, and I was wondering, I always to myself, how was it always accurate for me? Going to church, it was always on point for me. I was always in touch with what the spirit needed to know. I felt mature in spirit at a young age. People knew that about me, but I didn't know what it was. So it's like you have to continue that. When I actually met my first quote unquote psychic, I got my first type of reading. It was a palm reading. When I first did that, I really felt like I betrayed God. But at the same time, I sacrificed myself in a way because I was following the urge. And I'm telling you too, because I never would have thought that this option for me. I never would have thought that this was an outlet for me. This was really something that it was for me. So I'm giving there was really this it was like I sacrificed myself at that point in time and it sent me down a road of psychosis for me to end up for Jesus to end up helping me find my mind to tell you that sometimes you gotta lose your mind, find it again to realize, what's really wrong with the world. So y'all going through a spiritual awakening at this time, and you got people that's trying to keep you asleep, like dead ass. Like y'all are about to get to the real sunshine of life. I seen a quote that said, "What if God was just getting all your bad days out the way?" And I said, "Ooh." And I had to remember, I had to think back of like people like Arthur. I'm sorry, I can't. I hate that word. Authors that I used to read books. I used to read from them. I used to think about like different people like talking about their life experiences, and I'm like, oh my god, like just one day life changed for them, and like that is like I believe in sometimes you just gotta believe in some shit. You know, I was just watching Chronicles of Narnia with my child, and that was the childhood like movie I like back in the day. But I'm like watching it now, like watching it now with spiritual eyes. I was just like, oh my, like I was. Some of y'all been there, y'all been spiritual, y'all just been like letting other people doubt y'all. Okay, so we got Emperor in reverse. Some of y'all need to not let so this Aries energy off top, but some of y'all need to y'all need to watch your ego, or don't let your ego get in the way of what's going on. Like don't, or don't be so insecure too, because sometimes like sometimes the opposite will come out too with cards, and it just giving me like sometimes y'all be overly insecure about some shit. Like that was me at one point. Like I was just overly insecure, only for me to be grown and people be like, "I've been like you. I've been thought you was shit. I've been thought da 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 da," and I'm like, "What?" So yeah, y'all need to like really like learn how to step up for yourself more, and how to listen to God more, because God not gonna be yelling at you. That's something that people need to realize about God. People be wanting to be like God this and God that. God really quiet. God really cool. He not gonna do too much. He gonna do just enough. Like me and sometimes people need to see God as a homie. That helped me connect to God way more. So now I don't have to really picture him as a homie. Sometimes I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes I just become aware that he's around. Sometimes I just become aware of where I am in life, become aware of the privilege that I have, being a part of the Christ consciousness. So it's like that. Some of y'all need to be able to connect like this. Some of y'all need to learn how to connect like that. And it takes time, but it also takes you being consistent with it. Think about it being the baddest baddie in your town. You want to know everything about this baddie because you want to impress this baddie. Okay? That's the same thing with Jesus. And this was something that me and Jesus was talking about, but since we in the collective with it, y'all need to learn how to romanticize y'all relationship with God. And I'm not saying romanticize as in the same way you would have a relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but you need to romanticize your relationship the way you would want a loving relationship with a parent, the way you would want a loving relationship with your child, but opposite. That's how you romanticize your relationship. Like, oh, God woke me up this morning. Thank you, God. Oh, I'm able to make food for myself. Thank you, God, for allowing food to be in the refrigerator. Oh, thank you, God, for me to be able to use my body. My body not aching as much today, or my body is aching, but I'm able to move it today. I pray that this be alleviated. Like sometimes you have to see God's hand in the smallest details for you to understand how big God will make you with doing it. Like you trusting Him with something so small as waking you up when there's something that He feels like God knows that that's what He's supposed to do. That's His job. But because you respect Him, and you know what I'm saying, it's just the respect that you give the Creator. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something that God wants you to look into, seeing Him as more. Quit putting limitations on God, seeing Him as more than what you think He is. You know, I thought I had to. Sometimes I really have to think to myself: Am I doubting myself or am I doubting God? If I'm doubting myself, I need to just encourage myself and leave it up to God. I seen somebody post on TikTok about how you people read the Bible differently. You interpreting the Bible way differently. If you interpret the Bible from a colonial or patriotic, y'all know what I'm saying, patriarchy like mindset, you're gonna miss God. You're gonna miss the way God coming. But when you think about God as a Christ consciousness of us, Him understanding us at a soul level, understanding us as like a creator that we are not perfect, and He okay with that, and that's something that He wants to. You know what I'm saying? When you get it that way, it helps you digest God differently. You know what I'm saying? And not that you'll ever be able to just digest God. It's just sometimes you have to be able to, how can I, it's so much when it comes, it's so many different ways that you can take approaching God. But I just don't want to encourage y'all that it's more than one way to approach God, and that God is not going to reject you because you didn't approach Him right. More so, He's going to teach you how to approach Him better. That's like God. People be trying to make God seem like He a slave master with a whip. That's what people want God to be seen as. And I don't really like seeing a white Jesus with long hair with the little bangs like this with the little. I don't really like that because that type of Jesus makes me feel like he's a fraud. And I feel like when I think about Jesus, when I think about him with like a fro, when I think about him with black features, to me, I think about him as that's my cousin. I think about him as that's my, you know what I'm saying? Digesting the Bible in a black perspective, he completely different. Because I was thinking about today about how like looking like how somebody said that and I actually did that and it made the Bible make way more sense with everybody being black, because I know this is reading kind of long, but think back to like one of the first miracles that Jesus had performed, which was they was at their wedding, and the wedding ran out of drink, and it was bad custom to run out of drink at a wedding. That mean the marriage wasn't gonna be good. Now there was superstition, right? Peep that. But anyways, Mary came to Jesus and Mary was like, we didn't ran out of wine. Jesus was like, and what they got to do with me? And Mary was like, get it done. And then Jesus was like, y'all give me this. Lord bless it. And they was like, this the best wine I done ever had. So I'm telling you, like sometimes like that perspective really matters. The perspective on your life, the perspective other people have on their life, like life getting deeper for you, baby. If you in your 20s to your 30s, you're getting older. So you have to see things with a wiser and a wider perspective. You gotta be looking at every fucking thing. Y'all, I took my time with my visuals because I want y'all to understand that this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's in the little details, okay? So y'all like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to tell the Lord that you're grateful for everything He's doing for you. And I'm gonna see y'all later. Ooh, hair in my eye.